play another tune? Two more tunes. All right. Let's. It's a beautiful rainbow, so we can do some. Let's do blowing in the wind. One, two, three. Turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Banjo's back out of tune again. We can fix that though. We got the technology for that. I'm gonna tune the banjo one more time. And then Jack's gonna sing a song about winter, rain and snow is the name of the song. Feel a little bit of the cold yet to come. But winter's pretty.
Getting kicked out of your homestead. Coming downstairs, rolling back, yelling, and her cheeks I see her sitting in the shed, counting every dime I made, and I'm lost, and I'm so hungry too. Well, I married me a wife, she gave me trouble all my life. Going where there's freedom. Wind don't blow, going where there's freedom. Wind don't blow, wind don't blow, going where there's freedom. Rain and snow, rain and snow, yeah, rain and
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Sounds great.
All right, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us here for Bitterroot Land Trust's first ever live stream. This is our front porch pickin' event, and thank you all for hanging in there. This is live indeed, and we're learning all this for the first time too.
No pressure.
So yeah, no pressure. Thanks for hanging in there. We did have a few technical difficulties there, but I think we got that all fixed. And we're here ready to go. So my name's Gavin Ricklefs. I'm the executive director of Bitterroot Land Trust. With me here is our newest board member, Rachel Ingram.
Everyone.
We are your hosts for the evening, and we're really pleased that you're here.
Yeah. So really excited to be here co-hosting this event. It's a beautiful fall evening. We're just admiring a huge rainbow over there. It's
That
like-
might have been the technical difficulty. We were all
Caused the
spending so much
technical
time staring at the rainbow that we've.
You can blame the rainbow.
It's amazing. It's stunning.
So we're all here tonight to, for a lot of really good reasons. And can you just explain to everyone, to all of our viewers, why we're here today and what we're celebrating?
Yeah. I mean, I think celebrating is the key word, right?
Mhm.
We're here to celebrate local agriculture. We're here to celebrate conservation. We're here to celebrate this place that we're in. We're coming to you live from Severson's Flying E Ranch in the Burnt Fork. We're right in the heart of the Burnt Fork outside of Stevensville, which is really the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. And so we're here to really celebrate all the amazing things about the Bitterroot Valley that connect us to place and connect us to one another.
Right. And we're super appreciative of having all of you join us this evening. So thank you so much for tuning in. And typically, right, past, we would all be together, celebrating together on the land, celebrating our connection to the land and with our connections to each other. So fortunately, that's not possible this year.
That's true. Yep.
Reasons.
2020 is a strange year.
Indeed.
We would otherwise be all together out here in this beautiful place with hundreds of us all together. We can't do that this year. So we're doing the next best thing.
We still want to connect with you. So
Broadcasting live from this beautiful place.
Right.
So we've got pine grass here all night, our local bluegrass gurus. You'll hear, you've been listening to them already. You'll hear Britt on guitar. Banjo Jack Maurer is the one picking banjo behind us, and John Joyner is on the fiddle. So we're going to have a chance to hear music all night. That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
We're going to have a chance to hear some really cool stories, including from Dan and Debbie Severson, who are the owners of this ranch and really conservation pioneers here in the Bitterroot and in the Burt Fork. And we'll have a chance to say thanks to many of you who are watching right now for engaging in our Miles Challenge.
Speaking of engaging, right? So we still want to connect with you, our viewers tonight, even though we can't do that really face to face.
Yep.
So
that's true.
How can we do that? How can our viewers actually connect with us and with each other during this event?
Right. Yeah. We really want to hear from all of you. We want this. We wish that we could all be together right now, but we can't. So we'd really love to hear from you tonight. There are 2 ways to do that. Again, this is live. We're figuring this out for the first time, but there are 2 ways to do that. If you are a subscriber to YouTube already, you can hit the chat button, which should be right to the right of the video screen on your computer screen. And so you can type in a question or a comment that you want to share with us. We've got staff who are monitoring those comments. And so we would love to hear from you. Alternatively, if you're not a subscriber, you can also email our development director, Lauren Reneker, who is monitoring her email diligently, waiting for your questions and comments. Her email is Lauren, Lauren, at bitterrootlandtrust.org. So we would love to hear from you throughout the evening.
Yes. And I think we're having a good evening lined up. Really excited for the stories, continue our celebration.
Indeed.
And I think to do that, we've got some more music. If I'm not mistaken.
We do.
Coming your way.
And Pinegrass, we're ready for you guys. Thanks again, everyone, for being here with us, and enjoy the music. We'll be back, chat with you very soon. Thanks.
All.
It's a beautiful night on the prairie. Cattle are moving slow. All the stars are bright on the prairie. The campfires are all aglow. I love the sound of the prairie. Cowboys call, coyotes howl. I'll be here forever, happy to roam my prairie home. The man in the moon is smiling down on Thank you. So we're gonna do this other real quick building that we had instead, which was Big Walks.
Thanks, Pinegrass.
Thank you.
I think we're in the groove now.
Sounds great, you guys. Thanks. So, I nearly forgot. We were here for another reason tonight.
A big one.
It is a big one for us. I often think about what it takes to make conservation happen, and it's kind of like the three legs of a stool, right?
Mhm.
We have landowners like Dan and Debbie Severson, who you're going to hear from in a moment, who have deep passion for their place, who care deeply about its future, and are stewarding the land and want to ensure that it's still here for the future. You need an organization like Bitterroot Land Trust to be able to take their vision of what they'd like to see with their land and ensure that it becomes a reality.
Mhm.
And that it takes all of you. It takes a community who cares about water, about wildlife, about working lands, about recreational access, and is willing to invest in it. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing tonight is raising money to ensure that Bitterroot Land Trust has the ability to work with another 24 people in the valley and 24 families who are waiting to conserve their farm or ranch. And so we're going to need your help to do that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Very important part.
We'll
So
talk a little bit more about that in a minute.
yes, we will. But I would like to take this opportunity to call out one person, very special individual, who is definitely doing his part to raise awareness and money for the land trust.
He's been doing it for a while. If I think I know who you might be talking about.
You might. So John Ormiston,
Mm-hmm.
who many of you probably know, he's been a Bitterroot Land Trust board member for over 20 years.
Right.
It is just incredible. And at this very moment, Mr. Ormiston is on a 25-mile bike ride fundraiser in the Burnt Fork area.
Yep.
As we speak.
He's out there somewhere. I don't see him yet.
Not yet. But this is John's 12th consecutive year doing his bike ride, right?
Yep.
And his goal this year is to raise $12,000 for the land trust, which is just amazing.
It is. It's amazing. He is such a passionate advocate for this work. And I know if you're watching this right now, you've probably talked to John already, or he's talked to you more likely. So thank you in advance for helping support his work on behalf of this work.
Yeah, but I think we've told him, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we've actually told him he's not allowed to stop his bike ride until he actually reaches his goal.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's only 82 years old. So he's out there riding his bike, and we're going to keep him out there until he hits his goal. So we hope that happens at some point this evening.
Yeah, hopefully we'll hear from John later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So John's definitely doing his part.
Yeah.
So how can everybody watching and our viewers help us out as well? What can they do?
I think that's a great question. Yes, for a little bit of context, this typically we would all be together, as we said earlier, celebrating local agriculture and conservation together. We can't do that this year, but we can do this. And so last year for our barn dance, through ticket sales and through John's ride and through a silent auction, all those sort of typical fundraising, $7,000 for conservation, which is incredible. This year we did that, and so interestingly, instead of just scaling back our goal, we decided, why don't we just amp it up another few $1,000s? So we've got a $50,000 goal, and we're remarkably close to getting there. Thanks to John's work, thanks to the support that we've got throughout the community. Tonight is a real key piece to try and fill that last bit of that. So tonight we're seeking $5,000 from folks who are out there watching, and that will get us to our $50,000 goal, which is incredible.
So close.
To sweeten that and to encourage everybody, we have 4 different businesses who have provided a match just in the last week. So Massa Home Centers, Bitterroot Drug, ABC Acres out, Sleeping Child, and Camp Sula. So they have all come together in the last week to provide a $10,000 matching challenge. So if you can give $1 tonight, they will match it by 2, up to $5,000 of viewers' gifts, and so that'll help us hit our $50,000 goal, which is amazing. So to do that, if you do want to help, there are 2 ways to do it. So you can go online right now to www.bitterrootlandtrust.org. Yeah, maybe so. Do we need to get it a little closer? Just a titch? Or you can send in a check to P.O. Box 1806, Hamilton, Montana, 59840. You bet.
Thanks all of you, and we're so close, so please help us out. Thanks so much. And we've got some more music coming our way.
We do have some more music coming up. We also have a number of different businesses who have helped get us to this point. So we'd like to make sure that they get some recognition. I know that within, if you look on your YouTube feed, within the chat feature, we'll post all of the businesses who have gotten us so close to this goal. So instead of read them right now, we'll make sure that you can all see them right now, and you can go on our website and you can see them as well. There's a huge list of sponsors. Yep. Thanks. We can't do it without you.
Can you be loud enough this time? I can keep turning it up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many cares, while we all suck sorrow with cold. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come and no more. Many days we have lingered all around the cabin door. Oh, hard times come and no more.
All right. Thanks again, Pinegrass. So
Yeah, good stuff.
we got this is the real treat. We've got Dan and Debbie Severson here. I'll have you guys scoot in a little bit towards the microphone. Yeah, the crowd loves it. So we're here in this beautiful place at Severson's Flying E Ranch. Thanks to Dan and Debbie, they're hosting us. Thanks for hosting us, you guys, and thanks for all you do for community and for conservation, and have a chance to hear a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this is my first time here and seeing your beautiful place. My goodness, it's just wonderful. So can you tell me and everyone else a bit more about this place and the history of the ranch?
I'd love to. First of all, welcome to the Burnt Fork.
Thank you.
We think we have an awesome place too.
You do.
And thank you all, thank you all folks for joining us tonight. It is absolutely awesome that you're all with us because without you, none of this would be happening, like they said before. So actually we're on the it's called the Flying E Ranch now, but it started out as the Logan Ranch. My great grandfather bought this place. He came here around 1899, but he ended up buying this place after probably looking around and finding the best place in the valley. He bought this place in about 1906. So it's one of the few places in the valley. It's actually only been in two families. The guy that homesteaded it, John Robertson, and Logan's, which is us. So if you've driven down Logan Lane, I probably is named after my family, I hope. So anyway, we're pretty proud of the place. So it's, my grandmother worked hard to, it's had its struggles through the years, obviously. When my grandmother inherited it, there was a lien on every 20 acres in this whole place and was about to be lost. She worked her butt off, put her two daughters through college, and she not only did that, she paid off all the liens. She became the second school teacher up at Rosemont. You folks that lived here for a long time, Rosemont is up at the end of Sunset, a little school, a little community. It used to be up there, it doesn't exist anymore. But she did that. And later on, after my dad got out of the war, he was in a prisoner of war camp in Germany, dreamed about having a ranch called the Flying E Ranch when he was there, came back here, married my mother, and actually bought a little bit more land, and it became the Flying E Ranch. So when he came back, truly this house that we're looking at, unbelievably, this was a loafing shed. Cows were in here. There wasn't a piece of glass left in this house when he came back, and cows were in here. It's been a loafing shed for 30 years, been vacant. They came back, actually raised chickens upstairs because they had no money. They cash flowed it with chickens and built it back. Somehow the ranch survived. So between people in my family, the Logans and my dad, Seversons, this place is what it is today. And the reason it's a beautiful place is because those guys worked so hard, gave up so much to get it done. The little bit that we've done is really, really small compared to what they did. And what makes this place so wonderful is our neighbors and the community that we live in. There's no place ever, anywhere, that doesn't have the neighbors that we do. This place is awesome. I mean, Debbie and I invite everybody. We've been taking Sunday drives during this darn COVID stuff. Take a drive up the Burnt Fork. We invite you to come. There's not too many places in the valley where you can drive for 4 miles and see nothing but good open farmland. Lots of, everything from elk to deer to sandhill cranes, everything. So take a drive up the Burnt Fork and experience what we get to experience every day. We are so fortunate. We're fortunate because of our neighbors, but we're really fortunate because of you folks. You folks that lived here when we passed the open bond deal a few years ago, that was really a turning point for most of us farmers that are doing this stuff. When that happened, it wasn't the money so much. It was just saying that you guys, the rest of our community, appreciates open land, and you're willing to reach in your pocket and pull out a couple dollars and support it. And that just meant so much to me, and it means so much to all of our neighbors. So that's where we're at right now. And it's just thanks to the community. Thank you.
And that's just the start of the story, though. So,
It is?
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
What's that?
Well, how about telling folks a little bit about what's happening on the ranch today? Like who's managing the ranch? I mean, I think the whole, your story about your grandfather and your great grandfather, your grandmother, your father, and now you. I'm curious. That history is amazing. That multi-generational history. What's happening on the ranch today?
Right now, we're still doing the same thing. My son Lee is the manager of the ranch, doing the day-to-day work. I do a teeny little bit. He tells me what to do, and part of it gets done. But yeah, Lee is doing an awesome job running it, and we work together with our neighbors. Our neighbors come help us. We have back here. I see Sarah Kerslake sitting out here. Dan Kerslake is. I mean, we help each other, and we make it work because we work together and help each other out. And it's just been an awesome experience, and it continues to be every day.
So 5 generations now.
It
Or
is.
are we up to 6?
I don't know.
I think
Six.
I
I
see
don't.
some
We figured
grandkids
out.
out there. I think that's
Yeah,
6.
we got a couple
Yep.
of our grandkids.
Yep.
My son Joey's out there, and his wife Kelsey, and Hudson and William are there. And so, is that the 6th generation?
I think, I mean, if I'm counting right, yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah,
get
that's
confused
pretty
in that stuff.
remarkable.
So,
So you know what has always been amazing to me is you two were the first ones to protect your land here in the Burnt Fork, and you know that has catalyzed this amazing effort. Neighbors making their own determination that this place is really special, and that they can do something about ensuring that this place, I mean, it still looks like this for their kids and for their grandkids. I mean,
it is
you
an
want to
amazing.
talk a little bit about
It
that?
is an amazing story. It's so amazing. It's just so fun to talk about. You know, I never really thought that a conservation easement was the right fit for our family until my dad got killed. My dad got actually hit by a cow, and he wanted to make this thing work right. And so when that happened, and then like I said a minute ago, when the Valley County voters passed the open lands bond, it was a turning point, and it wasn't just for me; it was for lots of other people. So I don't take any credit for it. I don't think I was a catalyst. It was just that people saw that it was the right time to do this thing, and so we actually had a little meeting about then, 10, 12 years ago, and said, hey, this would be so cool for the Burnt Fork to not have so much development and have more open space and keep these family farms going. So we had a little meeting upstairs, actually, right here, and said, boy, if we could conserve 1,000 acres in our little community, that would be so phenomenal. And I don't know where we at now.
Well, we're almost 2,600 acres
So
now. So after 10
isn't
years,
isn't that crazy?
I'd call that a catalyst,
I,
right?
s- well, I don't think it's just the right people came here, and we just have phenomenal neighbors. I mean, it's crazy, and I think we can sit right here and look. Well, we look south to Schrader's, and we can look that way all the way up to Peckinpah's and Larson's. We can look north to Dick Smith and Karen Smith, and we're kind of in the middle of this. So, I mean, I don't think I was the important one. I these people gifted to me, surrounded me with open space and stuff, and the community, the Bitterroot Land Trust, has been phenomenal partner in all this thing, and so I just think it's everybody that is so helpful, and thank the community. The
Mhm.
community. Every time I get to do
John.
this, I think the community is really who does it. I
Yeah.
think it's the community that without the community, I mean, I don't think the Bitterroot Land Trust would still be here.
No way.
So,
Yeah. So
and
one
we certainly
last
wouldn't have this here.
into the foothills, and it is interconnected farms and ranches. There are 10 other families in your neighbors who have already made the decision that, hey, we're going to protect what's so special about this place. Did you have any idea that this would happen?
No way. You know, I have to say that couldn't even dream that big.
Yeah.
But now,
I
to be
couldn't.
honest with you, I can dream bigger. I can see more because I think there's I know of, and you probably know more than I do. There's several other families in this valley right around here that want to do this right now.
Yeah.
And so if somehow we got to help them get that done, because I don't know, I've heard by the grapevine that other people in other parts of the country think what we're doing in the Burnt Fork is pretty cool, and so I want to make it cooler. And so I think if the land trust and the community, if you folks out there thinks this is neat, if you want to take a drive up here and take a look and see it's neat, look at the cows and the livestock and the haying out there. A lot of times my son will be haying doing one piece of equipment, my grandson will be running another one, and I'll be sitting there watching them, and it's pretty cool. So, I agree. If we can just make this happen and just keep it going, it's happening throughout the whole valley, but I'm prejudiced about our little area.
Yeah. Understandably, you live here.
So anyway,
Well,
thank you, everybody.
I think you're right, though. Thanks for sharing your story, number one. And I think you're right. You know, if that's where all of you come in. So you've heard this great history of conservation that's happening right here in the Burnt Fork. It's also happening from Florence to Sula right now. We've got 4 more landowners, just like Dan and Debbie, who are waiting to conserve their place. And so that's really where you come in. Your generosity helps people like Dan and Debbie leave a lasting legacy for the future. So we sure encourage you to continue all the help that you've provided families like theirs, and give us the financial wherewithal to go out and work with the next 4 families here in the Burnt Fork.
I just want to thank Dan and Debbie for being such advocates for the Land Trust.
It's our honor.
Really appreciate it. And the impact that you've had, truly have had in this valley is just amazing. So thank you both so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Thanks. All right, I think we're ready for some more music.
Okay. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up in stairs behind your couch. It's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bones, ink stains that have dried upon some line. That keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. It keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks that ivy planted on their column now to find. Or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiven when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, always smiling, ever gentle. Woman's crying to her mother cause she turned and I was gone. I still might run the silence. Here's a joy might stain my face. The summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. But not to where I by the rivers flow gentle on my mind. Dip my cup of soup back from gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard. My beard rustling, cold pal, and a dirty hat below across my face. With cupped hands round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waiting on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, always smiling, always gentle on my mind.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'll thank that. Oh, wait. No, we changed our mind. We're not doing one more. Sorry. No.
Did we mention this was live? Yeah.
Thanks again, Pinegrass.
Thank you. Sounds great.
Woo!
So
Yes.
exciting,
That's yeah.
right? But
Absolutely. This is fun.
yeah, really good. But I think I see actually John Ormiston is here. Yes, somewhere.
I think I do see him.
I think he's done with his bike ride. He's
I do see
literally
him.
pedaling
Yep.
up as we speak right now on his bicycle.
Here he comes. Look out. Hi, John.
My goodness.
Hey, here I am. We
Nice.
made it. Yay. What a ride. What a day.
What a day indeed.
Rainbows. Man, it was great. It was great.
Magic.
So,
huh?
John, you're off your bike, right?
Yeah.
So, does this mean we have something to celebrate?
Yes.
Did you meet your goal or
I
what?
met
We
my
made
goal.
you stay out
And
there.
thanks to some really generous donors, I exceeded the goal by probably over $2,000.
Wow,
I'm
that's amazing.
real close to 14 grand.
Woo!
That is awesome.
193 people donated.
That's fantastic.
Amazing.
It's incredible.
It's the response. The land trust does such amazing work. It's so easy to ask people, would you like to donate to a good cause? And they say, yeah. How big a check should I write?
Really? Well, I hear you're very persuasive too. I mean, that is the
Well,
word on the street.
Dan tells stories about that. I'm dangerous when he runs when he sees me with my clipboard, but I catch him.
It's because you're on a bike.
That's right.
But John, thanks so much. That is fantastic. $14,000 that you managed to raise just on your own, and obviously with the help of other people. It's fantastic.
No, it's not on my own. It's because of good people and good work the Land Trust does. We're awesome. We really are.
So this is your 12th consecutive year, right? Doing your
Yep.
bike ride.
Yep.
And what keeps you coming back? What keeps you doing this year after year?
Well, it gives me an incentive to keep riding, which is good for you. And raising the money is good for the land trust. So it's become a kind of a valley tradition, and I talk about it all year. It seems like, but this year was very interesting because in years past, probably 90% of the money was raised face to face with people. This year, it was probably 90% online, email, Facebook pages, published in the paper, the TV coverage that Amy arranged for. Before the news program was over, a guy called me and donated $50. He'd never donated before. I've known him for a long time, but so all those little things come together, and the Land Trust does good work.
Well, thanks so much.
Yeah.
For
doing your part.
It's amazing. Do you realize that about a third of our donors every year come from your fundraising efforts?
I've heard that number, but
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
the that, you know, and the interesting thing this year, in spite of the pandemic and all the commotion that's going on in the world, the average donation went up by about $25.
Hmm.
Last year, it took me 223 donors to get 12 grand. This year, 193, I think,
At
for 14. Yeah.
Amazing.
Great work.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
So good stuff.
Everybody, thank you all.
Yes,
Thanks,
no
John.
kidding. Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks to the guys that rode with me to keep me company and listen to my stories. I learned some things too. I'll never remember, but
Thanks,
it's a
Justin.
good ride.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
John.
Thank you for having me.
Congrats on hitting
And
your goal and
congrats.
exceeding it.
Yes.
Nice
Thank you.
work.
Thank you
Awesome.
all.
Cool.
So I'll ride off into the sunset.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks, John.
Be careful.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's amazing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
truly.
So John's not the only one who's been doing some exercise on behalf of Land Trust, right?
Oh, that's right. So yeah, he's not the only one putting his miles in. So we
Right.
have the results from our miles challenge.
Right.
Yes?
Yeah. So we had our outdoor miles challenge, which was sponsored by OnX
Mhm.
Hunt, which is an app for your phone that helps you tell where you are when you're out in the woods. They're a Missoula-based company. They provided a $2,000 match. So for every mile anyone rode or walked or hiked or paddleboarded, they provided $1. And so we this started on the 1st of September. It ends today. So I guess John's got some more miles to log, evidently. But there are a lot of you out there that that went out of your way to get outside on behalf of conservation. And so you can see it on our Instagram feed. The best people photo was Marissa Souls and Brittany McKenzie. They figured out a way to sneak Koya the dog into the best people photo, but that was taken at Coyote Coulee. And then we have one final award for the Digital Ambassador, the Digital Ambassador Award. Can you guess what that is, Rachel?
Digital Ambassador Award. Promotion via social media.
You're right.
Do I get an award?
Yes, you get your own award after we're done here. So that award does go to somebody who has inspired others via social media to participate in the Outdoor Miles Challenge. And that goes to Kate Stone, who is also here,
Kate.
for posting a lot of content that got a lot of other people excited about getting outside on behalf of conservation. So thanks so much.
Yeah.
I think that's it from our Miles Challenge. Those are all our winners. So thanks for all of you. We had a lot of people throughout the community. We had a ton of people in the community who were able to get out on behalf of conservation. So thank you all, in addition to our winners. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks everybody. This has been great. All the support from all sorts of, just from everywhere. It's just been amazing. So I have a story, personal story.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, good. He says. Now, so everyone knows that when I start talking about the land trust, if those who know me, I get very passionate about the land trust, but I'll try to keep this brief. So since I moved here 14 years ago, I've been involved with the land trust. So I started just by donating, and then I started volunteering. And a couple of years ago, I joined a steering committee. And then recently, as you mentioned, I'm the newest board member.
Yep.
And so I think what really hooked me at Land Trust is just right away is the great people and the great mission of the Land Trust. But I think what really continues to keep me inspired and just really impressed is just all the great work that this organization is able to achieve. It's just incredible. And the Land Trust has, thanks to the Land Trust, we've conserved thousands of acres
Yes.
in the Bitterroot Valley, and also thanks to the Land Trust, these family legacies like Dan and Debbie's will live on for generations. So I just think that's just incredible work.
Yeah.
Which I'll be really proud of.
We are really proud of it. And it doesn't happen, as we've said multiple times tonight, without support. People who care about this place and people who care about what they're leaving behind for future generations. And the 45 families that we've had the great pleasure and honor and responsibility to work with, who've conserved their places, and the 24 who are waiting to do the same here in the next several years. we really appreciate all the support that you all provide, and that you as a board member and all the rest of our board and volunteers provide to make this work possible in this incredible community of ours.
Yeah, and I just think just the great catalog of work that has been accomplished, and I think Gavin, especially now, I think more than ever, right? There's a need to continue on with this work.
Yeah.
Especially now, there's a lot of changes happening in the valley.
Yeah, we're experiencing a big growth boom,
yeah.
and so yeah, I mean, making sure that we've got the opportunity to protect what is most essential and most special about this valley that we all love. Now's the time.
Yeah,
that's
really.
for sure.
So I'm just really proud to be part of this organization. Really excited for what the future holds, actually.
Yeah.
And what we can accomplish. So just a big thank you to our viewers, to everybody the support is just amazing. And just thank you for your past support. Thank you for your continued support.
Yeah.
It's just awesome to be part of.
It's a pretty great community to be a part of,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Absolutely. So definitely a lot worth celebrating for sure.
Indeed. So thank you all. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you coming out, joining the live stream. Thanks for your comments throughout. Thanks for hanging with us during our own live challenges of getting us up and running. Thanks so much to Pinegrass. We're going to hear a couple songs to take us out. Dan and Debbie Severson, thank you so much for hosting us. Thank you for all you do for conservation. The staff, the board, volunteers.
Thank you, Amy. You're amazing.
Yeah, Amy,
Good
for
job.
organizing this. All of the sponsors. You make good work happen. You make community. Can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Thanks all.
And thank you, Rachel, for
you too,
hosting.
Gavin.
This has been fun.
Absolutely, it's been great. I really enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
thanks so much.
Maybe next year we can do it in person with everybody.
That would be even better.
Yep.
Hopefully.
All right.
Thanks. I'll send you off some music. So
Yep.
thanks so much.
All right. Thanks, guys.
One, two, three. I remember the waves in the bygone days when we were in our prime, when Ocean John L. gave the old man hell down in the blue diamond, where the whistle blowed and the rooster crowed 2 hours before daylight, when a man done his best and he earned his good rest, made $17 a night. In the mines, in the mines, in the blue diamond mines, I worked my life away. In the mines, in the mines, in the blue diamond mines. Oh, fall on your knees and pray. Oh, you We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a noisy banjo tune. Jack specializes in these. Yeah. Are you gonna thank the sponsors? Because we could do that if you give us the sheet. We'd like to thank the sponsors, all of them, and we know there's lots of them. We have a little sign we're gonna show you now, I think. Or oh, here we go. Either one is good. As requested.
No, that's a
Oh, the request. Oh, the sponsors. Here we go. This is cool. ABC Acres, Advanced Litho, Big Bank, First Security Bank, Jones Corman Insurance, Massa Home Center, Mildenberger Motors, Onyx Hunt, Payne West Insurance, Pigman Builders, Ravalli Family Medicine, Roger Gantz Realty. Thank you. Space Age Ceramics, State Farm Insurance, Trail West Feathers Ranch, Weber and Venorio CPAs PC. So anyway, thank you so much to all of our sponsors. This is amazing. And remember, it's not too late to donate and participate in the challenge. We're going to show you the address where you can mail your donations right now. Maybe we can leave that up while we play the song so everyone can donate while we play the song. You can rewind. You can hit pause on YouTube and rewind and see the sign if you need to. So we're going to play the Doggy Mountain Breakdown here.